Taiwan is among those leading countries which has issued or is going to issue licenses for WiMax. It's going to happen very, very soon. India, it's going to happen, in my opinion, it's going to happen in India, and I also think it's going to happen in China. I'm not 100% sure, but at least it's going to be tested and used during the Olympics. The Taiwanese want to basically have this great market for chipset and software development and sales, just like South Korea wants to do the same thing. And South Korea is doing the same thing right now. And basically, we're talking about 1,000 base stations throughout Taiwan. Remember, we're talking about a base station that can do 30 miles radius, typically. Next. All right, so this is the blueprint for what they call mobile life. And with this mobile life, you can see that it's exactly as I mentioned here with your dual mode and your tri-mode handsets, where they have a cellular GSM, GPRS 3G handset network here, and you have a dual network with WLAN and Wi-Fi. So now you've got devices that can roam in between two to deliver something called M-Life, which is a lot of interesting applications, V over IP, M-Learning, basically learning wirelessly, and M-Services, surveillance, ambulance services, wireless. What it really means here is a complete backbone, an entire backbone, Taipei, Taichung, Kaohsiung, from the top to the bottom of Taiwan. It's only a 300-mile island. And they're investing $1 billion US in the broadband pipe and $220 million in the mobile applications. Mobile applications will be very critical. Who the heck cares if you have a network nobody wants to use, right? It's kind of like 3G right now, you know. The interesting thing, though, is that some of the reasons for Taiwan deploying this very interesting, unique system actually are very political. You know, there's been a lot of Taiwanese money that's coming into China, a lot of factories that left Taiwan to go into China. And I think that Intel basically approached the Taiwanese government about 2 years ago and said, hey, you know, we can help some of your rich-pocketed investors, some of these rich guys like Wang Yongqing in Taiwan, all these rich Taiwanese laobans, you know, we can help you to reinvest back in Taiwan and bring some of that money back into the high-tech sector in Taiwan, because you're losing your manufacturing. You're losing your manufacturing to China. Why not invest and make Taiwan a showcase for WiMax? Taiwan bought into that. South Korea also bought into that. And that's what we see now in Taiwan. Next. This is the M-Taiwan vision. Basically, as I said, the M-Services, M-Life. Very interesting. Very interesting. Taiwan actually right now, the entire city of Taipei is Wi-Fi enabled. I used it at my wife's parents' home about 2 weeks ago when I was in Taipei. Next. M-Taiwan application. Basically, you can see here that starting from the business sector, starting from the school and the public sectors, again, this dual net application. So, you know, you're going to be all these types of funky dual mobile devices coming out of the market in the not too distant future. Watch out for them. You'll see a bunch coming out. And they're even talking about micropayment. Next. The service trial schedule, the end of 2007 for commercial operation. And the end of 2008 for to complete the evaluation of the trials and expand the whole island. 2008 for the whole island. It's only a 300-mile island. It's a great place to deploy because the middle of Taiwan is a mountain, so you get great coverage into the low-lying areas. Next. So they're planning for 6 WiMax licenses right now, and let's see, who's there? Every major wireless carrier in the world is there right now, observing what's going on, thinking, hey, should I invest in this? Interesting stuff. 23 million people. But it'll be interesting. It'll be very, very interesting. And so there'll be 3 licenses for the north and 3 for the south, but actually they'll cover also the middle of the country as well. Next. 13 companies submitted WiMax licenses, most